Hey, James, aren't we supposed to be filming IndieMania 2026?
Yeah.
Where's Paul?
Where's Paul? We told him to sit tight last year, and what was it?
Oh, he was waiting for us to bring him an NDA to sign or
Oh, that's
something
right.
like that.
Yeah. Where is he now? Is he still where we left him?
Let's find out. Here he is. Paul?
I think he
Is that
grew a
Paul?
beard.
Oh, yeah, I almost didn't recognize him with the beard.
Hey, Voldy. Oh,
Hi.
Hey,
good morning,
James.
sunshine.
oh, wow.
It's IndieMania 2026. How long have you been there?
I've been here for a year.
I think so.
Judging by your beard, it's got.
What the heck is this? We got to do the interview. I'm a year behind schedule. What has come out? Oh, we got it. Okay, we got to do this stuff. Okay. Hey everyone, Paul Gill here with IndieMania 2026, our third annual IndieMania, and it wouldn't be an IndieMania without these folks from WayForward, who have been with us from the beginning. WayForward, thank you for being a part of this show yet again. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Voldy Way, tyrannical overlord of Way Forward. Thank you for having us yet again, third year in a row.
I'm James Montagna, Way Forward game director, and delighted to be here with you.
Thank you both so much. Let's see. It's been a year, so we've got to start there. A little bit of a recap. How have the last 12 months been at WayForward when it comes to development of games, releases, anything that you want to talk about in terms of what you've been working on?
It's actually been a very busy year for us. A lot of it is still under NDA we can't talk about, but we did release Sigma Star Saga DX and Shantae Advance.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the theme has been full circle. There's these games that came out so many years ago. I was playing Sigma Star Saga 20 years ago when I first started at Way Forward, and now it's coming back. We're doing this DX version of it, so that's really exciting. And then, of course, Shantae Advance, which had never even had the chance to come out, was in development like some odd 20 years ago. We had the opportunity to finally bring it back. So that's, I think that's been kind of like a recent theme for us, being able to bring back and revive these things.
That's got to be exciting. I know you're always going forward with what you have cooking, which I'm sure I'm going to get something out of you before this interview is done. Maybe, we'll see.
We're always going way forward.
You're going way forward, right? It's in the name. But then also, yeah, hopping back into the past, remakes, remasters is pretty exciting. Off the top, do you have a preference, or is it kind of even in terms of going back and doing something new with an older title like a remaster, remake, or just going way forward and making something brand new? We're going to be using that pun.
It's the sort of thing where they're all uniquely delightful in their own way. To be able to bring back something back that people are already clamoring for and excited about, it feels so good to meet that expectation. But on the other hand, when you are able to surprise people with something they didn't even know they wanted, that's an amazing feeling too.
I agree. It's fun to work on new stuff, but I was so surprised when Shantae Advance, I mean, we put a lot of effort into it back in the day, and then it just never saw the light of a store shelf. So we had just given up on it. But there was always that little hole, like, it's too bad this never came out. And then it did. Like that was super surprising. The most surprising thing for me was that this GBA game that never should have existed now is actually having a whole new life of its own.
That's really cool. Perfect answer, and I'm happy to hear that too, because, you know, all of us want something that means so much to us to succeed, and if you get that chance at getting that out there again, more power to you. All right, we're mostly here to talk about your own development, your philosophies, the games you're making that you can or cannot talk about, but from the wide variety of talented video game developers out there, from independent developers such as yourselves, bigger, smaller, anything in between, third parties, first parties. What have you enjoyed playing personally in the last year, or what are you playing now? Be as wild as you can be with it.
Well, the games I've been playing most were Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and then also I resurrected the Stanley Parable, and that was, I had played it years ago when it first came out, and then I brought it back because it's very story driven. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It is so cool.
And James, how about you?
I'll start with the indie stuff I've been playing. There's a developer whose work I admire, Matt Cap. He did Castle in the Darkness, Astalon Tears of Earth, and I think he's widely recognized as the pixel artist for The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. He just released a game called Love-ish. You can get it on Steam. It's on I'm playing it on Switch right now. Oh my gosh, it's a pixel game and it's a room-based like platformer game, but it has so much personality. Every stage is like these really like goofy vignettes, and it just I got so hooked, and the challenge ramps up perfectly between stages. You're like going to shops and like buying stuff, and it's just changing the gameplay as you go, and I'm like obsessed with this game right now. So Love-ish is the name of this game. I'm like super into it. So that's the indie I'm playing right now. Love-ish, yeah.
Cool.
As far as like non-indie stuff, I'm a huge Masahiro Sakurai fanatic. So Kirby Air Riders has been like my game just of the past like 6 months. I can't put it down. It's so much fun. I waited like so many years for this game. I've waited like 20 years for this game. So just really enjoying that, and I'm looking forward. I probably have dark circles under my eyes because of last night playing Star Fox so much.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dude, it's good. It's good. You know, I know what it takes to make a Nintendo remake. These guys knocked it out of the park. It's so good. So,
you know, I mean, we might go a little bit too long in talking about Star Fox, but
I think we did.
You know what? That's okay right now. For those watching, this is being filmed the day after Star Fox's awesome release on Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm right there with you. Like, and this actually does tie into the first question that we talked about of what do you kind of prefer? Old games from the past that you get a second chance at revisiting, or new stuff forward? So it kind of ties in very well with what you said, Kirby Air Riders, because that's a classic Masahiro Sakurai game that's got a sequel, but still it's revisiting sort of not the most popular worldwide, globally sold, but loved game.
Yeah.
And then Star Fox, literally another one that's a remake. You tied it in well, whether you probably intended that.
This is part of my master plan here.
And it was part of my master plan to ask that first question first to get to this one. We'll go with that. All right, thanks a lot. All right, so you've been sharing some pretty good things so far, and I appreciate that. But let's talk about the best thing happening in the industry today. RAM prices going way up. Okay, I'm kidding. That's not the best thing happening. But I haven't set you guys up. RAM prices have been skyrocketing, really affecting the console costs. I mean, that's what everybody could see. That's what the consumer could see. Each console has been affected. Consoles yet to come out are being listed for more than those studios would have liked. But on the development side, have you seen anything? Have you experienced anything, presumably negative, but anything in any capacity? Because folks watching, myself included, don't know that answer.
Personally, no. In fact, I think I can, say that no, it's not. It hasn't even come up. I have heard some people ask about it for consumers just to see if maybe the console sales were lower than they might have been, but it doesn't even seem to affect that. The person I talked to was someone who does, industry analysis for a living, and he said that the people who are going to buy a console tend to buy a console, for the game, so the extra price there doesn't seem to be a noticeable blip, but I haven't verified that, so please fact check me on that one. But it doesn't seem to have affected console sales significantly enough yet. Maybe eventually, but
I think a pretty good way to sidestep the rising RAM prices issue is to work on a bunch of Game Boy Advance games like Sigma Star Saga DX and Shantae Advance Risky Revolution.
There you do it.
That's how you do it.
One more time.
Much better answer.
One more time. Say that to the camera.
Game Boy Advance games are the future.
That's it. IndieMania 2026. You heard it here first. Problem solved. Work on GBA titles. They have way forward to make all of them. But that's a good point because, so in development, you're not being affected in any capacity. And in sales, you're not necessarily seeing it like, oh, well, fewer people are buying it, so our projections of the following games listed on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, etc., they're going down because less people are buying them. No, it's within the realm of...
It's annoying for us as customers, like when I want to go buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, that the cost is what it is. That's about it.
We're also kind of mid-cycle. I mean, maybe if PlayStation 6 was coming out or something, it might be a bigger deal. Or maybe something like maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 will drive enough new console sales that'll be an issue, but I haven't understood anything.
All right, this next question, aside from IndieMania, I'm also known as Gaming History Guy. So I have this date in my head, June 2nd, 2027. Do you know what that is? That's the
turns
25. That's right. It's the 25th anniversary of Shantae. Can you tell us anything about the 25th anniversary? What you're doing, what's coming out, what's the name of it, who's working on it, the platforms that are released, everything. Come on, let's go.
No.
I was trying to go real quick there. Yeah, please.
Since I'm always terrible about saying things I shouldn't, the only thing I'm gonna say is that James is working on it. There. Now, stop late. Yeah.
Well, I'll do my best. Please look forward to it. Shantae 7 is in development.
We got that, which is great to hear. All that other stuff, I'm going to end the recording and I'm going to find out just for me. Maybe not. Maybe. We'll find out now. All right, so I just got the exclusive scoop on Shantae 7. Man, they told me everything. I know everything. But only me. Okay, just kidding. Or maybe not. You never know. Well, okay. It is a good segue. It is a good segue to the next question, and that is gaming anniversaries in general. The 10s, the 20s, the 25s. Not every time, I imagine, is gaming development like, oh yeah, we're conveniently working on this game and it lines up perfectly with this title's 20th anniversary. But how often, if at all, are you like, gosh, we really should celebrate this remake, this remaster, this new entry in this series of ours? Does it happen sometimes? More often than not? Anything you want to share on that would be interesting.
So yes, we always think about that, but I won't say it always happens. We always try to, but development kind of has a mind of its own sometimes, so it doesn't always line up. I wish it would. We always think about it. We always think, oh, we should totally do that, and then unless the stars align, it doesn't always work out that way. So I guess probably a nebulous answer, but it does enter our mind. Just doesn't always happen.
Yeah, I would say when it comes to things like anniversaries, for instance, we find ways to celebrate it, but I wouldn't necessarily say we're developing a game strictly to like celebrate the anniversary typically, because it's great if it incidentally lines up, like the team is hard at work on Shantae 7, but it's not necessarily strictly for anniversary, right? So I think there's times like Advance Wars, like I think the 20th anniversary of that game came up during the development of Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Mm-hmm. It was just incidental, but the game wasn't finished yet, right? So that's kind of like how we look at it. But we always think about these things when it becomes like, oh, it's been 10 years, 20 years since this game comes out. We love it as well. We want to find ways to celebrate it in whatever way we can, whether it's some treat that we can share on social media or just acknowledging it.
Or discounts. We always do deep discounts.
Yeah, you do discounts, frequently tying up with things. So I think people, myself included, appreciate that. So that's really cool. All right. So before I start this next question off, I am saying this truthfully, not just because WayForward is a part of IndieMania for its 3rd year in a row. And that is, I feel that WayForward is one of the best companies when it comes to being connected to fans. From fan engagement online, social media platforms, which you all put on YouTube, going to places like Anime Expo, LA Comic-Con, things that you did last year, bridging out with cards and such. It's all fun. It's all great. But the question is, when it comes to fans and their input, how much of it do you read online when it comes to, oh, I wish that she had this sprite. I wish they incorporated that. How come this couldn't have been longer? Some of them negative. Those sounded kind of negative. some positive. Oh, I really like the colors of this. Oh, that soundtrack was popping. I hope they do more of this. How much weight does fan voice and chatter feedback put into your development?
Yes, we love fan feedback. It's very helpful, sometimes in little ways. I love it when new releases time around like PAX or a convention where we can watch players like in the real world actually playing our game, and we always come back with sometimes small like little hints like, oh, maybe we should add an extra instructional placard in this level, to sometimes bigger things like Sigma Star Saga DX was basically brought about by fans, reflecting on the original game. So we take that feedback very seriously, and it's very helpful, and both in person and online.
Without the players, we wouldn't have someone to make these games for. So the player is the most important person for us, because that's the person at the end of the day who we want to entertain with what we're building. So of course, listening to feedback is very important, and we love these things as well. So there's the obscure games that like there's maybe someone that like really cares about it. We'll get someone to ask about, I don't know, like Wonder Momo Typhoon Booster. Are you gonna bring that back, or Watch Quest or something like that for Apple Watch? And we talk about these things too. Like, wouldn't it be cool to like do a new like Mighty Switch Force or Vitamin Connection or something like that? So because we also love these things too. So I think there's those fans that are like they want their voice to be heard. We're in the same boat. Like we want to align with those things. So we always try to listen to fans. And on the other side of the coin, we want to stick to our vision as well and find new ways to surprise and delight people with something they didn't even know they wanted.
That's a good answer.
Oh, yeah, I just want to add one thing. So Blood Rain Betrayal, I remember people were always complaining about level 8 being too hard.
Right.
And so in Blood Rain Betrayal Fresh Bites, we were able to fix it. It's great. I love now that we can patch things later. In the old days, it was like, oh, it's forever like that. But now we can actually listen to fan feedback and, implemented it in a patch.
No, that's really cool. Perfect answer. Thank you. I know that when I comment online now that it doesn't matter.
It does.
All right. So the time has come. The interview is getting towards the end. I had to finish with one last question, though. What's next? What have you not shared yet? What can you give us today that Way Forward is working on exclusively behind the scenes info to the scenes, to the people watching IndieMania at home? Anything that you could share, tease or otherwise? Let's go. Come on.
Well, this someone harkens back to the point about Shantae Advance, and it was such a big surprise coming out. Not Shantae Advance, but there was another game, Till Morning's Light, that we developed for Amazon Game Studios. It was a Fire Phone exclusive, and then later got added to iPhone. And we were extremely proud of it. In fact, it had so close to 5-star rating. It was like 4.9 something. So if you took a screenshot, you wouldn't even see one pixel of like less than 5 stars, because it rounded up to 5 stars. So it was a great game. We were very proud of it, and unfortunately, the Fire Phone didn't do very well. So, but we just worked a deal with Crunchyroll, so it will be brought back to life after over a decade on Crunchyroll.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we're super excited. This is over a decade since we were able to share this with people. It's considered lost media, so there's a lot of posts online with people like, oh, what do you know about this game? We think Way Forward players will absolutely love this game. It's a survival horror game. It's super cool, incredible storytelling and voice acting. It's atmospheric. It is just so much fun. Can't wait for players to enjoy this again.
That's really cool. That's a lost treasure. Really goes back to, gosh, in more ways than one today in the interview when we were talking about things from the past, new things. What do you like more? It's really a combination of both. And this is like another perfect example. One more time, can you tell it to the audience watching IndieMania? What's the name of the title?
Till Morning's Light.
Till Morning's Light. That is pretty cool about Till Morning's Light. So, what phone is it released on?
Fire Phone.
Fire Breezer.
Yeah.
Well, what year was that Fire Phone?
It was like 20.
I think I want to see around there. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Yeah. So it is like a good 10 years ago. It's coming out next year, you said?
Exact date, but soon. It could be this year. Hopefully this year.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't even think I've heard of the game, so
Yeah, look for you'll love it. It's so good.
Probably should have put that in the interview too. I'm like, hey, I don't even know what game this is. Like I have an iPhone. Will I be able to play on iPhone? Crunchyroll. That's cool. What's the hat, by the way? SCV collectible.
Oh.
Show. I didn't even ask earlier, like the whole time.
Oh,
I was,
you didn't notice when you came in?
no.
Oh, you gotta check this out.
Oh shit, we're live. Well, hold on. I guess this is a bonus part of IndieMania interview. We're still doing this. Okay. No, I don't know.
You're rolling, yeah.
We're rolling. What the heck? What is this? This is weird. Did I not notice when I walked in?
You completely missed this.
This. What? Okay, let's go for a walk. How did I not notice this walking in here? Alright. How about you guys tell me where we are? Well, clearly we're at Way Forward still. There's a sign right there.
We're at Way Forward, but we're also at the SCV Collectible Show.
Here, you walk in the direction that you want me to follow along with, and let's go.
All right. Well, let's go out front. You may have noticed the sign was different out front. So
I would, but
So the short or long story is, after the pandemic, a lot of our employees choose to work from home, which is fine. We don't force anyone to come in. They can come in if they want. But since only about 10%...
woo! Let's go!
Since only around, what I would say 10% of our employees actually come to the office, we wanted to be consolidated to the back half.
Oh,
And we decided, what should we do with all this extra space we have? And so we turned it into a collectible show. Think of it like a mini Comic-Con that it happens every weekend. So if you live in Southern California, you have to come stop by on the weekend. Hours are there, 3 to 10 p.m. on Fridays, 12 to 8 on Saturday, and 12 to 7 on Sunday. Every weekend, and then once a month. Oh, and you can show the food. There's like food trucks and other vendors.
Excellent food.
Every month we have like usually a bigger event with special guest actors and celebrities for signings. But there's always at least some vendors out front, and then inside is where all the permanent vendors are, the ones who are here.
And we have a Way Forward booth as well.
We do, yeah.
So oftentimes it's a great opportunity to come say hi to us.
I can't believe that all the years I've been walking here, I just didn't notice SCV Collectible Show, and not till the very end of the interview. I didn't even know we were still alive. Talking with Colby and noticing the. Now see everybody inside.
Originally, we were going to put the move our Way Forward sign over the other door, but apparently the city has a rule that you can only have one sign, and this was a more important sign since this is what customers and guests and anyone in the area can come visit.
Shall we check out the Way Forward booth?
Yes, let's do that.
This is still Way Forward. Thank you. Now, it's
Yes. So,
which way do we go?
our booth is there. We'll go around this way. So basically, originally it was going to be, we thought it would be mostly comic books, but it's actually a collection of everything from unique toys, or here, unique candy,
Beef jerky.
yes, and Pokemon cards, sports cards, a lot of collectibles around here.
And Way Forward games.
And Way Forward games, retro games, retro game systems. Oh, look.
I don't know if you could hear me, but yeah, there was a pig there. Okay.
Oh, here's our booth. I mean, we figured it was in our office, so we may as well at least have our own booth, so you can see if you rotate around. Yeah, there we are. And there's our very own Matthew Greenfield in the background. And so we set this up. We sell some of our physical products here most of them from limited run. And then we also always have a kiosk up with some of our whatever games we want to feature up there.
And every now and then you'll find Way Forward staff here. We do autograph signings sometimes.
Oh yeah,
and it's a great chance to get out of print, rare, or hard to find Way Forward games. When we have some spare stock, we can make sure to share that with you guys.
Yep. So if you're in the area, stop on by. Let us know if you're coming, so we can pop in and say hi too. We're Matthew's here most weekends, so you can always see him, and then we just pop in randomly whenever. So
pretty much,
yeah.
This will make this totally non-planned walk around. It'll make or break it. Are you allowed to talk about the thing that you told me about earlier that you're making that is soon going to be something that's made available for people?
Yeah. Well, okay. Here, I'll just say. So Matthew.
Cool. I just didn't know.
He's one of our designer programmers, and but he also has his own 3D printing business. So he was nice enough to volunteer to help person our booth on the weekends, and then also he sells his own 3D printed stuff. So you have to come by and buy some 3D printed items from Matthew, and then also he is working on some official Way Forward 3D printed items too. We just don't have them out yet, but hopefully soon.
Licensed actual for a collaboration game.
Yep. So look for those in the future.
I know Mike Odyssey. Hey, Mike. This is a bit of a surprise, isn't it? I know Mike could probably do a nice little typing out the address here, or people can see it out there. But do you want to say the address one more time of this building for where people should?
Oh, sure. I mean, well, if you just Google SCV Collectible Show or Way Forward, they're same address. The address is 28738 The Old Road in Santa Clarita, Valencia, 91355. And as you can see, we have different items here, games. So a lot of these were from limited run that are no longer available. This is the only place you can get them. We also started making some cards. I don't know if you can pan down and see those cards there, but since we were at a collectible show, we decided we would make some collectible items. So we've been releasing them bit by bit. We now have 6, and a 7th is on the way shortly. So, but over time, we're releasing more and more. We have both the gold and the regular color, and then the gold special editions that are more rare. Like collectible. We don't have nearly as many as Pokemon does, or I don't know, some of those sports cards like Babe Ruth. But we're working on it.
Pretty awesome, honestly. Pretty awesome, honestly. Really good use of this 19,000 square foot facility.
There's not a lot of game developers where you can come visit us and say hello and buy the games right where we make them. So this is a really fun opportunity for us as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a flashback to where we were asking about fan reaction.
Yeah.
A lot of times I like coming here on Fridays when it's open. So because I could work in my office here, I could work at home, or I can work here. And what's nice is I get to then interact with fans too and learn all sorts of stuff. I always meet interesting people here, so it's fun for me and other people.
Yeah, I'm always delighted to say hi to folks. So please come visit Santa Clarita Collectible Show and check us out.
And James only charges $500 per autograph.
It's a deal.
Just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. Should we walk around one more time, like a little
By all means.
swoop? Give some vendors some nice highlights. I saw classic video games, sports memorabilia.
Oh yeah.
We had some Game Boy Colors, comic books,
Figures,
cards,
comic books, Pokemon cards.
figures, Hot Wheels up here. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, okay, hold on. I think I see something that's trivia worthy around the corner. Didn't you back in the day develop a She-Hulk math video game.
Oh wow. It was a day that went up.
She-Hulk math.
Superheroes Amazing Math. It was with Brighter Child Interactive
On CD-ROM.
on CD-ROM. Yes, on CD-ROM. So, and it had She-Hulk was in it, but it's also Iron Man, the X-Men. Well, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Hobgoblin. I'm trying to think of the villain. She-Hulk was fighting Sprag the Living Hill. Look that one up. He's real villain.
You gotta know your Marvel to know that, right?
Yeah.
And you got to know your way forward. You know,
Absolutely. Do you have some cosplay going on once in a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Luffy head right.
I noticed. That was a good timing. Oh, look at this Squirtle. Oh, let me just look at this Squirtle right here.
Squirtle Squad.
No, Squirtle Squad in the house. That's right. That's right. Alrighty. So this is Paul Gale Network with IndieMania, with Way Forward. Awesome people. Thank you so much. Mike Odyssey. Let me push this way forward back to you. We're just trying to use the way forward a lot with everything. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this interview. Mike, let's go. Bye.